Welcome to Tom's Top 10 Lessons Learned from Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Before I get into the book, I just want to share some quick fun facts. Do you know it was actually written during the Depression, which is like the worst time to talk about financial success. It was actually inspired by a conversation between Napoleon Hill and Andrew Carnegie. It has sold over 100 million copies worldwide. And it took Napoleon Hill 20 years to write this book because he did so many interviews preparing for this book. The original title of this book was actually going to be The 14 Steps to Success, but they decided to change it to Think and Grow Rich because the publishers thought it would sell more copies. I guess they were right. Let's get into it. The first lesson that comes out of Think and Grow Rich is the power of desire. How badly do you want to succeed? And we're not talking just about financial. It could be a book. It could be better at piano. It could be healthier. How badly do you want it? The second lesson from Think and Grow Rich is the importance of faith. And I'm not talking about with religion. I'm talking about with yourself and your belief that you can actually achieve what you want to achieve. Do you believe you can do it? The third lesson is the power of the subconscious. The idea that what we talk about inside our brain, that internal conversation, will impact our feelings, will impact our actions, will impact our results. What we say internally makes such a big difference. What is it doing to help you or hurt you? The fourth lesson from Think and Grow Rich is the idea of the power of persistence. There are gonna be times when you just don't want to do it, but those are the moments you have to do it. You have to persevere. You have to keep going because believe me, there are so many moments when I want to give up and stop, but I kept going. The fifth lesson from Think and Grow Rich is the idea of the power of creating a plan. It is one thing to believe it, is another thing to think it, is another thing to verbally say it. But if we don't put it down into an actionable plan, it's not going to get done, especially the bigger project. How can we take those bigger projects and shrink them down into individual steps, time out those steps, put it into your calendar so that it gets done? The sixth lesson from Think and Grow Rich is the idea of specialized knowledge. I know nothing about plumbing, so it would be ridiculous for me to start a masterclass about plumbing. But if you want to know about public speaking, community building, engaging your team members, self-help, I would be the person that you'd want to talk to, and those are the kind of masterclasses and videos I create. The seventh lesson from Think and Grow Rich is the idea of taking action. It's great that you have a plan, you have it written out, but if you don't actually do the work that you wrote down on that plan, it's not going to get done. You have to take action. So commit to taking that action on what you set out to do. The eighth lesson from Think and Grow Rich is the idea of the power of positive thinking. There are going to be so many moments along your journey where you're going to give up. The subconscious voice is going to talk crap to you. The people around you are going to doubt you. You have to have the internal positive thinking for yourself to keep going. Lesson number 9 is the power of community, because if you don't believe in yourself, surround yourself with people who do believe in you. You may be able to go faster by yourself, but you'll go farther with a group, whether it's a peer group or a mentor. Mentors are like a fast track to success. They help you skip past all the speed bumps that may be there. And lastly, the final lesson from Think and Grow Rich from Napoleon Hill is when you are tired, when you are frustrated, when you are annoyed, you have to keep going. I always tell people I'm an overnight success 10 years in the making. You too can be an overnight success 10 years in the making. My name's Tom. I'm here to help you to engage your people by improving yourself. And one of the best ways I do that is I read. I always say leaders are readers. Hopefully this session on Think and Grow Rich helps you. Stay tuned for my next Tom's 10 tips. Tom's 10 best tips from Tom's 10 tips. Stay tuned for my next installment of Tom's 10 Top 10 Tips. I'll see you soon.